I miss the day of the rediscovering you. Oh, girl, stand by me. I'm forever yours. I think a change do you good. A change. I should have waited, but we just antsy a little bit here this morning, a little hyped up. Not really. We got our coffee though. I mean, you have to be on. I remember, from doing this show and everything, from my experience from doing it, and I apologize if there's any kind of scratchiness, but like I was just trying to take in as much, information and trying to be like, as best, suited for the position if the position ever, became available. I didn't think about all the things like, afterwards, once you get there. I'm not saying that we did get there or if we are there. I think we are, but my opinion doesn't matter. It really doesn't. What really matters is the people. The people. And we did enjoy our birthday pretty darn well, pretty thoroughly, as best as you possibly can. Under the circumstances, you embrace them, you enjoy them. It was like no biggie. They are what they are. I mean, birthdays passed. I made like a big thing. And people threw parties and all that kind of stuff. I get to a point. Plus, I've been busy. I've been busy at this. I've been busy beaver. I've been wanting to do something. Because there is a thing, like, a Rolling Stone gathers no moss, or let's get a little bit of intro music. But anyway, I was surprised, for the turnout that we got. That was good. So there are some very nice people still on this planet, the planet Earth, and I like seeing other people enjoy things. I'm just not. I used to be, that type. I used to think, oh, everything's surrounded around me and stuff like that. That was so many years ago. A little bit. I was puffy. I also had like the puffy vest on, puffy pants, puffy whatever, just bling, bling bling, glam, all that kind of stuff. Like, I'm here. I'm here. We're doing it again. We're doing all illegal. Anyway, there was a big politician party down here the other day. It's that time. All right, we need intro music. September mornings. Do you remember when we danced that night away? Two lovers playing scenes from some romantic play. I was almost going, well, I didn't wish Bob a happy birthday. The reason why I didn't comment on all of the things, I say all, other people get, gigantic turnouts. But, you do not, envy. Envy is like the worst thing in the world, along with greed and all the other ones. All right, let's pull in here and get nestled in. We should have got a little bit of gas there, I forgot. Maybe after the show, we'll have to conserve a little bit here. We won't leave our coffee up here. And we're back, baby. We are back in the New York groove, York. So where were we? I don't want to talk smack. I don't want to sound arrogant or anything like that. We do have to get to the important issues facing us. And one of the things, I was looking at, because, this stop and, assess, for me, it's just assessing kind of thing here. Like the David and Goliath thing. Where I have been here for a while is like, because a lot of people are writing you off. And in this day and age, people just, they don't need you. Boom. Like, Some people can't even go over and say happy birthday. I mean, I say happy birthday to everybody. Everybody. I see a bird, that's one of the first things I do when I get in, Load up my videos, and after load up, happy birthday. What's it take? 1 second? 1 second? And it can mean a lot to somebody. It means like you're there, you care. You acknowledge something. But no. And, you can't let that, I have to look at old things, where I took things like personally and stuff like that. And, I mean, it's all about forgiveness. I mean, say, if I said the wrong things back then, or I was a little bit arrogant, you got to look deeper into it, like, what was going on. Know the circumstances, like, and, don't take it personally. You can give somebody another look. No, we just throw them off, cast them out. No longer good to us. They don't help. They're not helping in none of my areas. I have all these things taken care of. Like that. There's the coffee from a few days ago. But anyway, one thing, let me instead of like going on a rant and going all over the place, Twinkles, alright, just want you to remember where we have our coffee. It's over there on one of those garbage things. That's the old one. So, I was reading something, and it said, I was talking about Jesus. I was talking about the times and everything, especially around the time where, he was arrested, sent to, Pontius Pilate. But there was a thing back then. It was like he wasn't into the politics of the day, wasn't into the religion of the day. I mean, back then, all the stuff that was going on, he was just like, he came, and a lot of people were intimidated and scared. Like, who is this guy? He's wrecking what we have here. I mean, if you believe it, I'm just saying, we all have to have something that, kind of makes sense. Because there was like an illustration, like I don't know if it was Peter or it was one of them, like before the the dinner, before they sat down for dinner. I don't know when it was, but just like in the Bible starts off, in the beginning He created the heavens and earths. Okay, God is infinite. God is infinite. I mean, according to like when I studied, and I still have people that I talk to about things, and everybody does whatever they want to do. But I just want to bring this up. I mean, he's like, I want you to take these swords. He's 2 swords, and I guess it was like at night, and they were coming. And Peter, we'll say Peter, I don't know if it was Peter, he attacked one of the guards, stuff like that. And I guess Jesus made some kind of illustration. He's like, live by the sword and die by the sword. And he was like, politics, created so much violence, and and talks of religion, like the both, the mixture, or mixing them together, or stuff like that, or they did mix them together, things like that. Yes, you don't get this much honesty and this much, truthfulness, I don't think anywhere on your friend list. If you're listening in, thank you for listening in. I think it's easier for us to bring it all together. I mean, I just came out here, started singing faithfully and all that, and change do you good, and the birthday thing. I said that, yes, that's what I was kind of feeling. And I was feeling, there are a few people from my hometown and everything, and I seen them online yesterday. And the reason why I didn't comment on on all of them or anything like that, because in the past people probably felt uncomfortable. I like to talk, and I know I said a lot of crazy things on here, but it wasn't my intentions. My intentions was to bring forth unity, peace, and love stop the hate, stop the prejudice. I mean, it can happen on all sides. A lot of people think that they might not be spewing hypocrisy and racism and bigotry and whatever they say. Whatever, like Omarosa said in an interview with who was it? Katie Tur, Menicius. I don't know. These are words. Who cares to even know? I mean, there was a time where like men could write poetry, like beautiful poetry. Nowadays, it's considered hate speech. Considered hate speech. Anyway, I don't want to get too far, back on a rant, stuff like that. This is the opener, but maybe I got to work harder. That's why I wanted to do the concert and everything. But then, they don't want us. If they wanted us, they know how to get us. It's like Jimmy Walker was on Laura Ingraham. Talk about Spike Lee, talk about everything, talk about Obama, how he created 196 jobs for African Americans, and Trump has created over 700,000 in a year and a half. He's saying economy, and Laura's asking about, what do you think about Spike? Well, that's Spike. That's his joke. If he wants to call the president orange, whatever, orange agent, I don't know. But I got one out of me. I felt good. I mean, if it helps, it helps. And we don't know what happened to the singer there, but that kind of like it made me think, because it was a nice guy, and I don't know if he's listening to the show back there. We did some skits and everything like that. And again, I always said it's better to do something stupid and crazy like that, hope for the best, or hope to step in something, than to keep on living and dying by the sword.